Hey, you guys. All right, are you ready to talk Rising Star Bonus? Go grab your book. Do you have your book, the compensation book? And turn to the page, Let's Talk Rising Star Bonus. Okay? While you're getting that book, I want to tell you, whenever I very first got started, the Rising Star Bonus was in Young Living. This has always been around since I got started, and I really never paid a lot of attention to this at the beginning stages of my journey. You know, I'm ashamed to say I really didn't even teach it that often. And why is that? Well, the reason is because the Rising Star Bonus is only for the ranks of star through executive. So once you hit the rank of silver, which we are going to be talking about rank qualifications after this video, but after the rank of executive, silver and above, you no longer qualified for the Rising Star Bonus. And when I very first began my journey with Young Living in the business side, and the way I taught people to structure their organization was to hurry up and get to silver. There was this big incentive that if you could hit silver in X amount of time after you hit the rank of executive, then you got this big, huge, gift. And for me, we just were all about getting to silver, get to silver, get to silver, get to silver. And that's great. Getting to silver is a huge milestone. But let me tell you, looking back, 4 years now later, I'm able to see that that's probably not the best way to teach people to structure. It's not building a solid foundation. Now, we're going to do a whole series that's based off of structure and really giving you some tips of how you can structure correctly and all of that. So we're not going to go into details with that subject right now, but I do want to say that the Rising Star Bonus is set up in our compensation plan to help you structure in a very wise manner, okay? So there's a few things with the Rising Star Bonus that you need to pay close attention to. If you get your book, I'm just going to read out this paragraph to you, and I want you to let some things sink in, and then we're going to go over it in detail. I'm a very visual individual. I don't know if you learn by hearing or by writing things out, but I'm a visual, and so I hope this helps you as you're reading this paragraph to look at this visual explanation underneath. And don't worry if you don't have this book, I'm going to write it up here on the whiteboard for you. It says, with this bonus, you must be on ER and qualify with a 100 PV ER order. Okay, that's the very first thing I want you to understand and remember with this is that for the Rising Star Bonus, you must be on ER. No questions asked. Now, with the bonuses that we talked about yesterday, the kit bonus and the fast start bonuses, you don't even have to be on ER. You don't. You just have to make a 50 PV order. Really, to even qualify for ranks, you don't have to be on ER. You just have to place a 100 PV order for the ranks of star and senior star, executive, silver, all of that. You only have to place a 100 PV order. It does not have to be on ER. However, ER it's a no-brainer to be on, and if you're placing consistent monthly orders, you need to be on ER. But this particular bonus right here, Rising Star, you must be on ER. And not only that you must be on ER, you have got to be placing a 100 PV ER order. No questions asked. It can't be 50, it can't be 60, it can't be 70, it can't be 80, it can't be 99. It must be a 100 PV or more order, okay? So again, recap. if you are going to make this Rising Star bonus, you must be on ER and you must be qualifying with a 100 PVER order. Now, let's take it one step further here. What the shares that I'm about to explain to you and how you get it. There's going to be certain people on your level 1 that you have sponsored. Remember, the sponsored people that you sponsor are on your level 1. These people who are going to qualify you for these shares, they must be on ER, okay? Not only you, these guys must be on ER as well, and they have to have this same qualification that you had, a 100 PVER order, okay? So everything I'm about to explain to you, how you qualify for these ranks, is going to require you and the people you have sponsored on your level 1 that is giving you these qualifications for it. They've got to be on ER as well, okay? And a 100 PVER order. That's the very first things that you need to understand, okay? All right, let's keep reading here. The legs that qualify you for these bonuses must be on ER and have a 100 PVER order as well. With this bonus, you are earning shares based off the OGV of your legs. Okay, terminology is coming in good. The qualification of this is based off of the OGV of your legs. Okay, of your legs. Stars will qualify for 1 share. Hang in there with me. Senior stars for 3 shares and executives for 6 shares. And I'm going to spell that out for you. And in this picture in the book, it's explained out for you. If you have 3 legs at 300 OGV, you are going to qualify for 1 share. Now, 1 share, there's been times that it has changed. It has sometimes been a set 50, I believe. When I first began, it could range anywhere from $40-ish to $50. That right now is not the most important thing. It's kind of hovers around that price point. But what you need to understand is that what qualifies you for these shares. If this is you, and you have got 3 legs that are doing 300 OGV. Do you remember what OGV is? OGV is organizational group volume. And remember, these were legs. Terminology is coming into play here. You have got 3 legs. You have sponsored these people because they are on your level 1. This person right here placed in a 100 PVER order. This person here placed a 100 PVER order. And this person here placed a 100 PVER order, okay? They have all qualified. You have also placed a 100 PVER order. You have and they have. This person's OGV, organizational group volume, is at least 300. This person's is at least 300. This person's at least at 300. That now qualifies you for 1 share, okay? What this is doing is, on top of all of your other payout, unilevel payout, bonuses, fast start, kit bonus, you can qualify for this if you've got 3 people on your level 1, 3 legs, who are now on ER. You're setting them up for success. You're building a strong foundation, and now they are growing in OGV. So you are building a foundation. Always think of Rising Star as building a foundation. 300, 300, and 300. If at any time one of those did not place a 100 PVER order, now you do not qualify, okay? So you've got to be paying attention to that. Now you qualify for 1 share. Now, Young Living is going to get a little more generous, and they are going to allow you to earn an additional 2 shares on top of that one share, okay? Now, how do you get an additional 2 shares? Well, now they want you to continue building a strong foundation, okay? They want you to continue building a strong foundation. They want you to add another leg here and another leg. They want you to add 2 more legs on your level 1, okay? Now, let me tell you what's probably going to happen here. What's probably going to happen is this leg right here is probably going to increase and start growing, and they're going to have 500 OGV. Another leg, hopefully, is going to be growing and is going to have 500 OGV. This leg, let's say, stays the same, and it's at 300. And let's say you've got another leg at 300 OGV. And let's say this leg hit 300 OGV. It doesn't matter which legs hit it. It doesn't matter. I just, usually the way it works is one of these 300s that qualified you for the 1 share, somebody's OGV starts to increase and it bumps up. To get an additional 2 shares on top of your 1, now you have got to have 2 legs. You got to have 2 legs at 500, and you've got to have 3 legs at 300 OGV, okay? So the 3 legs stay the same. The only thing that has changed is now you've got to have 2 legs at 500. So do you see how this is helping you build? You are now building out a solid foundation. You are growing and you are acquiring new legs. And not only are you acquiring new legs, remember, they have got to be doing that 100 PVER order, okay? 100 PVER order, 100 PVER order, all of them on ER. You've got to have 3 legs at 300 OGV and 2 legs at 500 OGV or more. When that happens, you get an additional 2 shares, making it a grand total of 3 shares. You are now making in addition to all of your payout, okay? Now, the very last scenario in this bonus is getting an additional 3 shares. If you can look in the book, again, it spells it right out, 1 share, 2 shares, 3 shares. It shows you how much is needed, the 100 PV order. It shows you their OGV, and it shows you how many shares you get. If this is not making sense to you, just hold this book up when you're getting ready every morning and just stare at it. Try thinking it over and over in your mind. Be very repetitive with it. And I promise it is going to become crystal clear. Now, finally, you can get an additional 3 shares on top of these other shares, giving you a grand total of 6 shares if you continue to build onto your organization. And what that's going to be is 2 more legs. I've kind of got a lot of stuff written, but 2 more legs on your level 1. I know that's probably not, that's not good, but you got to have 2 more legs, and they've got to have 1,000 OGV, okay? They've got to be doing the same thing, 100 PVER order, but when you've got 2 legs doing 1,000 OGV, and probably these people who hit 500 are probably going to jump up, and some of those people at 300 are going to jump up, but it continues that process of growth. 2 legs at 1,000 OGV, 2 legs at 500 OGV, and 3 legs at 300 OGV. That is giving you a total of how many legs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, we are going to discuss this in structure later on after we go through this comp series. Completely up to you if you want to structure with 7 legs. 7 legs, you will understand in a minute, could be very beneficial to you because you've got 6 legs that can get you to the top rank in the company, which again is going to make sense in the following videos. But then it also gives you that 7th leg that can be acquiring some PGV for you, okay? So it's really, this share is made to set you up for a good, solid foundation. I can't wait. I hope you follow along in the structure series that we're going to be doing following the comp series. And the reason is because I believe for you to make the most and find the most success out of the compensation plan with Young Living, you've got to be very smart and very wise with how you structure. And all of that comes into play when you understand how you get paid, okay, with all of this. So we're going to be going into that into more detail. But that is what this bonus does. And it's really how I'm trying to move forward from here on out in my teaching on how you build a good, solid foundation and structure. Again, 4 years into it, I can look back and go, I wish I would have done this a little different. I kind of see where people are getting stuck. And so this is just the way that I am probably going to be teaching moving forward in this journey. So I hope the Rising Star bonus helps you get started off on the right foot. And as always, if you have any questions, please ask them. And we will continue to do our follow-up videos where I will take questions that I've been given and answer them and walk through a few more scenarios. That way we can repeat it kind of over and over and over for you until it becomes crystal clear. Okay, there you go. That's the Rising Star bonus, and start building that strong foundation. See ya.